Welcome everybody. I know it's been a very long time since I've done a video. I've been working on some other projects and playing a lot of Red Dead, and then I've gotten back into Ark a bit as well. And this is my first big base here on Valguero, um, and it's essentially this mountaintop ruins area. I think they call these the White Cliffs or the Salt Cliffs or some Chalk Cliffs, maybe something like that. But anyway, I essentially walled off a very large section of the area. These were S plus, but so that's outside my fortress and that's inside. Um, and there's the edge of. Oh, here's the other wall. Whoops. Basically the edge of my wall, and I don't remember. Okay, nope, you can't get into the towers that way. I suppose I should shut these doors. But this was really difficult to build, and the reason is because you basically have to clip down into the cliffs to get it to actually let you put foundation down here. Oh, you can go down even further, but yeah, now we're down into the base of the tower, essentially in this particular part of the fence. But and I single play, so I really don't have to worry about other players or anything like that. And of course, you can get out here onto the cliff, and then there's the main part of this particular base over there. So again, this is my first big base that I built here on Valguero. I had a starter base that was really small, and then I was looking for a place to have a permanent base, and this is where I wound up. This doesn't really make that good of a permanent base though, because it's kind of hard to get critters up here. So I do have a bunch of sheep that I tamed, and those always prove to be harder than they should be. And then this is the main part I didn't complete. This barn is incomplete so far, and the sheep like to get trapped down in the ruins, so I had to build this platform up here so that if I let the sheep come into the barn, they wouldn't get stuck. There we go. I was about to say there should be S plus stuff here. Of course, you got to have a parasaur for collecting some berries and things like that. Now, I had always intended to use to have this area here to kind of house bigger animals, but again, it's kind of hard to get big animals up here. It was really hard to get Grimlock here up into the base. I say really hard, it wasn't that hard. I just had to get him to not attack any of the rock golems that we ran past. And okay, so here, this is the part I started on, which required me to block up this ruined wall over here. And I make walls more difficult because I want to be able to get through them, and I also want to be able to get up on top of them. Whoops. So here there's 3 different levels that take you up onto this wall, and again, it was kind of difficult. You've got to cheat and clip through walls and things like that to get them to be this integrated into the ruins, and that's a problem with Ark's building system. And then I had to, for this particular tower, I had to clip down into the ruined tower all the way down to the base, to the ground down there. So there's foundation pieces going all the way down to the ground here. And that's stupid because there's one spot way over on that one over there where I could put a foundation piece. It was like right here I could put a foundation piece, but it wasn't even close to centered. These should be buildable up here, at least. If not any of these other parts of the ruins, those should be buildable. But anyway, it is what it is. And I always intended to put towers on each corner, but I just kind of grew tired of this place. And like I said, it wound up not being that good of a place to build. It's nice. I like it. I also didn't really do a great job of building this keep. So bedrooms were up here. I never really quite finish them, and then my main area was down here. What it did do was it allowed me to realize how good my keep area was on Ragnarok, and this was not laid out in a great way, so it helped me realize that. I had a small garden area over here, not a great garden area, and then I had a hatchery over here, which is nice, I guess. And of course, I spent forever on this little gatehouse. I'm really big on gatehouses, and I wanted to be able to. Whoops. The idea was that if anything came over here and attacked, which they used to before I built out over there, I could climb up here and shoot, or I could get down really quickly and shoot, or I could come up here, kind of. Oh well. I like to be able to get from one place to another within my buildings really, really easily. The other idea was to put a doorway here and be able to use this as a taming pin, lure things in and close the doors and tame them, but I don't think it would have worked very well for that. And that's about it. That's all there is to this particular base. I ran water, again I cheated and clipped through the mountains and ran water from down somewhere down that way, and then ran my wires down through the cliffs as well for my electricity. So this looks like it would make a really good base, but because of the building rules and clipping rules and things like that, it just wasn't very good. But it looks kind of cool. Oh, and there is a drop right in the middle of it that comes down.